They say, some places don't just hold memories, they hold curses. In the heart of New York City, hidden among crumbling brick buildings, there is one apartment that no landlord dares to rent anymore. Apartment 6. Locals whisper about it in hushed voices, avoiding even looking at the door when they pass. Why? Because anyone who dares to live there dies. It all began in the late 1980s. A young couple, James and Lila, moved into apartment 6. They were excited. It was cheap, spacious, and in the middle of the city. Neighbors remember them as cheerful. But within 2 weeks, something changed. Lila stopped coming out. James was seen in the hallway, muttering to himself, covered in red paint stains. Late at night, tenants heard banging, like fists against the walls. Then one night, silence. When police entered, they found the walls of apartment 6 painted completely red, floor to ceiling. But the red wasn't paint. It was blood. James and Lila were gone. Their bodies never found. The case was ruled unsolved. Years passed, but eventually the landlord rented it out again. A single mother moved in. Within days, she complained of scratching noises inside the walls. Neighbors said her child kept talking to someone they couldn't see. The man in the corner. 2 weeks later, they vanished too. Again, the apartment walls were red. By the early 2000s, every tenant of apartment 6 was meeting the same fate. Different people, same ending. A few weeks in, screams at night, blood on the walls, and disappearance. Police tried to investigate, but each time, the apartment was spotless after the incident. No fingerprints, no bodies, just red walls. Finally, a private investigator named Daniel Graves took an interest in the case. He specialized in cold cases and had a reputation for digging too deep. He moved into apartment 6 undercover. He kept a tape recorder, documenting every day. Day 1, nothing unusual, just creaky floors. Day 3, he wrote about shadows moving in the corner of his eye. Day 5, at 2:33 a.m., he recorded whispers. The tape plays back faint voices saying, "Paint it red." Day 7, the last entry in his journal read, "The walls, they're breathing. I can hear them calling my name. If I don't leave tonight, I never will." Daniel never left. His apartment was discovered weeks later, walls drenched in blood again. His recorder still playing static. But Daniel's body was gone. Locals started spreading their own theories. Some say apartment 6 was built on the site of an old slaughterhouse. Others believe it was once the hideout of a serial killer who murdered dozens inside. A darker rumor claims the apartment itself is alive, feeding on whoever enters. Police sealed the room permanently, the door chained shut. But tenants in the building swear they still hear knocks and see red liquid seeping from under the door. In 2015, urban explorers broke into the abandoned building. Their footage, later leaked online, shows the inside of apartment 6. The walls are not just red. They look wet, pulsing, as if alive. At the end of the footage, one explorer screams, "She's in the walls! She's in the walls!" The camera cuts to black. Police later found the camera left outside the building. But none of the explorers were ever seen again. And today, apartment 6 is still there, locked, sealed, hidden behind chains and boards. But sometimes, at night, neighbors claim to hear whispers drifting through the hallway. And if you press your ear to the door of apartment 6, they say you can hear scratching from the inside.